Okay, I've been receiving a lot of emails about the choy technique. I'll go ahead and give my opinion on it. Wonderful technique. When is choy a feasible technique to use? Well, that would be on your approach from right to right lead, given that your opponent's hands are at a wider hand stance. If that's the case, obviously, we're not going to waste a bunch of time going around it. We're going to shoot straight up the middle. Once you shoot straight up the middle, it kind of forces your opponent to give you that lead crossing obstruction or barrier if he doesn't want to get hit anyway. Um, Once he does that, then that's when you can apply the choy technique or the ball and socket technique, uh, roughly translated, you know. Um, Now, once you do that, where does this carry you? It could carry you to two different places. As you choy around the barrier, the lead crossing barrier, your opponent could give you an initial secondary obstruction, meaning that he could sense what you're doing and immediately react with that barrier in an opposite direction. Now we know that as an initial secondary obstruction. Or it could be that, hey, you choy just fine, you got through, and just as you were about to hit your opponent, he gave you that rear barrier or secondary obstruction crossing center line. The reason why we don't train dealing with holding the secondary obstruction at center line off choy is because of the fact that if you're choying correctly, your attack should actually be a back fisted attack. That being said, it forces your opponent to cross the barrier, cross the center line with the barrier of the secondary obstruction. Now, what would you do at that point? Well, then you would go back to the variations that we discussed in the program from the pox out technique. It leads you into the exact same place. Why train 1,000 different ways to do something when you continuously end up in these same places? That's my thought on choy. Thank you very much.